Brrrah! What's up my people, my name is Spicey and today I have 3 stories coming out of the subreddit idontworkherelady. If you like these videos, remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a fire emoji in the comments because your engagement does help me grow this channel and make better content for you. Congratulations Tired Peanut for the comment of the day. Brrrah. Shoe shopping at an outlet mall. My mom is in her 80s, walks with a walker and is about 5 feet. Every year, mom and I take a week in May and run away for some mother-daughter time. No hubby, no kids, no siblings, no nothing. My mom loves Skechers. It is the only brand of sneakers she buys. So, we are in the store. I am running around finding her preferred style and her size. Now all the staff are dressed super casual. Sneakers, t-shirts, khakis, and I am dressed in a skirt and wedge sandals. Staff all have lanyards and name tags. I do not. M for mom, me is me, S for staff, and K for Karen. Mom, how are those shoes? I'd like to try a different pair. If you don't mind looking over there, I will look over here. And off we go in different directions. I get back to mom first. I help her get the shoes off and get a new pair on. The staff person comes back with another pair also. Then I feel the tap. I look around and there's Karen. I smile and say sorry and move, thinking I am in her way. I turn back to my mom. I get another tap and then excuse me. I look around, there's Karen still. She's looking daggers at me now. Yes? I would like to try those on please. I am sure one of the staff can help you. They're all busy. I'd like you to help me. Oh, sorry, but I don't work here. Yes, you do. I saw you helping this lady. This is my mother. Of course I am helping her. Can she come back on Friends and Family Day? I need your help more. Ma'am, she does not work here. She's a customer, just like you. No, she's your manager. My mom is getting upset by this point. I am pissed off and people are starting to look at us. Okay, you think I'm the manager? Yes, you dressed better and you've been hovering over this old lady. Okay, well, as a store manager, I am banning you for the next 12 hours. Get out. What? Why? You can't do that. You are rude, insulting, and disturbing everyone's shopping experience. Now get out. Karen is shocked and starts to back away. In Italian, my mom starts cussing Karen out. Stupid girl, your mother was a piece of trash. I bet she doesn't even know who your father is, and so on and so on. I am cleaning it up. Mom just keeps going until Karen is gone. Then a woman turns around, looks at my mom and starts laughing so hard. People start looking at her. She manages to stop laughing enough to introduce herself. She is the store manager and is Italian. My mom got a Friends and Family discount for making her day. Me? I got to carry all of my mom's purchases. I've got no clue if Karen ever came back. We only go once a year. This was such a good idea. I loved it. Karen believed this woman was a store manager, so she took advantage of it and kicked Karen out. Man, that was funny. That Karen must have been so confused, like, wait, did I just get kicked out for real? Yeah, baby, it's time for you to get your stupid butt out of here. I guess you're right, I am a lazy, privileged woman. Not all illnesses are visible. Not all chemotherapy patients lose their hair. Don't assume anything about anyone. Okay, now that I've got that out of the way, let me tell you about my recent Karen in the Wild interference. As previously mentioned in another post of a more epic idontworkherelady, I am a plus-size woman who happens to teach, which is important later. Takes chemotherapy and is in serious pain 24/7. But I will be damned if I will let that ruin my life or make me housebound. So a week ago yesterday, I was in Boston, MA with a group of friends. It was amazing, and even though 2 of us are best friends, ADA compliance needs, we managed to do a whole lot during our trip. We have some great friends who went slower for us, looked for places for us to rest, pushed us in our wheelchairs when needed, and did not make us feel like freaks. I digress from my Karen story, but it is important that I say this to let you know I was in a chipper mood most of the time. We get to Logan 3 hours early. Totally unnecessary, but a friend was worried. I needed a wheelchair and the staff kindly got us one. They pushed me to our terminal and I asked if it would be okay for them to leave me with it since we were so early. They really are not supposed to leave it, but kindly they did. My friends pushed me around and we got something to eat. We did some touristy window and waited for a flight. The time came and we were first to board due to my wheelchair status. After all were boarded, we get the first announcement. 2.5-hour delay. Storm in Chicago. Note, O'Hare always seem to have bad weather. You can get off the plane or you will forfeit your agreement to fly today. Then another announcement, 1.5 hours. They will try to rebook us where they can. My friends are freaking out, as am I. The staff see me, a grown woman, crying and ask if I am okay, to which I reply, I am just in a lot of pain and have to get home so I don't miss my chemo. Everyone else has their stories too. Sorry if I am making a scene. Note, I was crying silently and my friends, like everyone else, were crumbling. No Karen attitude. My chemo has to be on time or I get worse and become stiff as a board with horrible pain. Being cramped in a 737 sucks for all. The staff come back to us several times trying to get me home any way possible. There were several others who went to other seats trying to rebook their flights as well. We were not alone. They came back so many times to all of the people they could because we ended up with a 6-hour delay, royally messing up so many people's plans. The storm hit Chicago and made its way to Boston while we sat. Not cool, Mother Nature. Not cool. Apparently, due to the number of times they came back to us and regardless of the fact that they also were working with others, Karen got it in her tiny little head that we somehow work for American. Maybe it was our amazing ability to use our phones and the app to get text updates? Maybe it was our fault for taking the water when they gave it to everyone else? I don't know. About hour 3, I had to move. We were allowed to move freely as we were on the ground. Karen was a few seats back, and as I hoboed like a 100-year-old woman past her, she muttered, "So sad when staff get out of the privileges." I had no idea what she meant, so I assumed it was not for my ears. Move back to the restroom. I had troubles getting in the room, not because of my size, but because I was in so much pain, and a kind flight attendant noticed and asked if I was okay after I got out. I assured her I was. She said they will help me if I needed next time. I declined but thanked her. Apparently, Karen heard that too. And when I passed, she let out a huff and said, "Employment has its privileges." Again, I was not sure if I was her target. I sat down. At hour 4 of our way to fly, I got up again and walked back to the restroom. I did not need it, I just washed my hands. The flight attendant said I looked like I needed some water. Would I like some? I gratefully took it. Note, they had served water 2 times already to everyone. Not wanting to hold up the line any further, I walked back to my seat with a tiny half glass. Karen said, "Look, they give each other special treats." This time, I know it is about me. I respond, "I am unsure what you mean. People are buying snacks, and if you ask, you can get water too." She just huffed. I sat down. 2 minutes later, they offered water to everyone else again, and Biscoff cookies. After hour 6, we took off. Some in the cabin cheered. I had tears going down my cheek. I might make it. We get off flight number 1 and there was a delay in getting my wheelchair even though they knew it was needed and called when we landed. No big deal. The staff were gracious and made sure that I had a seat, even requesting a man move out of the handicapped chairs for me. Karen saw this. Her next flight gate was in the same area. She looked and pointed, but O'Hare is so loud I could not hear her. My wheelchair came and took me to my gate several down and around the corner. I tipped the guy as I always do because I sincerely could not walk that distance. Karen actually got up, walked over to me and said, "Well, aren't you just the Queen of Sheba?" My friends were not around me at this point and the guy who pushed me to my gate had long gone. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "Not even close. I am a severely disabled person who cannot walk. I guess you can relate. You're severely ill too, I'm guessing." Her mouth opened wide and she covered it dramatically. She then returned my volley with one of her own, "You're not disabled. You're just fat. Fat, lazy employees get special attention, I guess." I replied, "I have zero clue and I could even care less what you think about me. I don't work for any airline. Never have. I am an educator, so let me give you a lesson. Not all disabilities are visible. Not all people look as sick as they are. Learn this. It might come in handy. She said, well, I never. You clearly work for them. They kept talking to you. You're lazy and privileged. I said, me and everyone else. Grow up, lady. And yes, I am fat, but look at my legs and feet. Hell, look at my hands. See how they don't move easily? Yes, it is painful, so go back to your life and leave mine alone. I said this loud and firm enough to attract a little attention, but not so much that I look insane. A kind family got up and sat next to me, leaving a space for my friend, as the other had to put something on a different chair. I could see they were attempting to help. The woman just stared at Karen until she left. I smiled and said, thank you. She gave me a thumbs up. My friends came back from McDonald's shortly after, and about a half hour later we got onto the flight. That was almost delayed for about an hour. I did not get home in time for my chemo and had to move things around, and I am now on a crap ton of other meds to deal with it. But it is nothing. We all have our crosses to bear. Mine is this. Karen's is stupidity, ignorance, and unhealthy dose of narcissism. Some people are just extremely jealous of others. It's crazy. Why do you care if someone else gets a cup of water? Like, are you serious? It is not because someone else is happy or have something you don't that means that you need to have the same thing or the same experience. Just live your own life and leave others alone. Let others do their own thing. And in this case, yes, she was ill and have a difficult life. It does not mean we all do, but there are much more sick people than we think. I've seen online some teenagers looking perfectly normal and healthy, and they are literally dying from some weird diseases. So Opie was right. Stop assuming. Before we go to the next story, please consider subscribing to the channel so you get more of these videos, have fun with me or cry with me, and let YouTube know that my videos are on fire. I work here, but I don't work for them. Just for context, I work at a train station for the trains. However, the train station is also home to a certain sports team, so there are other things in the station that have nothing to do with the trains. Because it is also a stadium and they hold concerts here. There is a parking garage that has its own company that's in charge of parking. We have nothing to do with validating parking or how to pay because we work for the trains. I am taking the elevator up to the main floor, and I guess this lady needed her parking validated, and honestly, my uniform can make you think I am the employee to talk to, so at first, I did not blame her. The lady's name will be Lady and then me. I am minding my own business, leaving the elevator. Hey, I need parking validated. Where do I go? They have an office downstairs. You can go talk to them. Why can't you do it? Oh, I actually don't work for the trains, not part. Oh, but the trains is part of the station, so can you help me? I will not know how to help you because I really don't know how that works. I'm sorry, but I can grab someone for you. This is so ridiculous. I've had the longest day and you don't even want to help. Like, it's really simple to do. I don't get why you can't just help me. I'm sure you know how you just want to do. No, I do want to help. That's why I'm going to grab someone for you. Just follow me. Forget it. What's your name so I can let them know about my horrible experience? I gave her my name, then I just disregarded her cause honestly, I did not even want to help anymore. Nothing wild, but damn, it's crazy there's people like this. You can say I had some fun with her voice. Before I let you go away from the heat you just received, I want to thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking the video, for commenting, for subscribing, and even for those who shares the videos. This really helped me a lot and I appreciate what you do for me. All of our effort will ultimately allow me to make better videos for you, and I have a ton of ideas, but without support, I can't get to this point. So I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope you're doing your best to reach your dreams, live a fulfilled life, have fun, and love the people around you.